Hello, everyone. I am Tacit, and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 19, Week 6, Day 6. So today, and tomorrow, pretty much all the wrap-up stuff before version 8.0. Obviously, we're technically in 8.0, but you know what I mean. Truly 8.0. Starting in, whatever this timer says right now, 1 day and however many hours it is. Not that one. There it is. 1 day, 6 hours, and 59 minutes from now. The true 8.0 begins. But, yeah, Pioneers is finishing up some stuff before then. Obviously not doing too much PvP, though we will do a little bit, as we will be doing so much next week. As we're going to be streaming as soon as reset hits on Monday. It's actually why I'm not going to be doing the midday stream tomorrow. I was originally going to, and then I was like, no. I have a few things I need to go catch up on, and then also just get a little bit more rest, because, yeah, we're going to stream from, like, 3 a.m. till, like, maybe noon. I'm not sure we're putting the weekly video in all that. Since we'll be streaming all the time. Maybe not that long, but we're basically going to go from 3 a.m. until we crash from exhaustion. That's the plan. So, I gotta get rested. But that's the game plan. Do it from reset, get as much grind as we can. Try all the new troops. I hope to have all of them within the first stream if we can. I want to try to see if we can get all 10 of them. That'd be kind of cool. And go from there. But anyways, before then, obviously we got to finish out all the weekly stuff this week. Most notably Underspire, and most notably, of course, Bounty Hunter. We had the Bounty Hunter event starting up yesterday with a really cool looking troop art. Unfortunate that is pretty useless, unfortunately. At least in the current state of Bounty Hunter. Early on in the game, it could be a good way to survive, but you'd have to give up a damage source for it, and if you're in early game, you're probably already missing enough damage that it's probably still better to go more damage and more protection. But anyways, of course, we're doing this for the full 4 times. Technically it goes to 30 times, but this is the highest you can get with a 3-team. And let's go finish up Bounty Hunter. I think this is enough. If we get a Valraven right here, it is. Okay, yeah, we'd have enough. I just wasn't sure if this was Valraven battle or not. But yeah, if this is Valraven battle, we have enough to finish it today. And guess what it is? Valraven battle. And he replaced the most annoying thing too. We actually have a Devourer this week on Final Fight. It hasn't actually devoured us yet. However, if it was to hit Stellarix, it would auto-win. Because it's basically the only damage source on this team. It is so unlikely though. Like the chance that it would do so between its Devour rate plus the 1 in 4 chance it would actually hit the right target is somewhere like a 3, 4, 5% chance or so. Give or take a bit. So it's very unlikely. And that's per cast that it does. Not per turn or anything like that. And it hasn't... I don't even think it's casted on us yet. Let alone cast correctly on the right one. Yet, let alone hit Devour while also hitting the right one. Anyways, hello everyone! Hello Mark! Hello Tyrion! Hello Jet! Hello Chad! Hello Draco! Hello everyone else! Welcome, welcome, welcome! Hope all you guys been having a wonderful weekend. Hello Genki! Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I was talking when we were playing the other MMO earlier that we definitely need to come back to Pally at some point. Isabel has been convincing me. Well, I know we will at some point soon. Not sure next week, but some point soon, TM. Probably next month. Early next month, sometime next month. Maybe the end of this month, we'll see. I said hello, yeah! Welcome, welcome. Though you know where I'm going to be half the time if we do, though. It's going to be a little bit hard for me to farm that game when I've spent half my time at Hot Pot. It's kind of funny because it seems like they're trying to capture that one gimmick that I feel like the early Harvest Moon games did pretty well. In that there was like areas around town that you always wanted to make it to, like every day cycle or most day cycles. And in most what would you call it? Like Harvest Moon likes, like Stardew Valley and such. Normally it's the pub for the most part. But I feel like the Harvest Moons had a lot more places than just simply the pub. But I do feel like that's the main one that a lot of similar games that are like it try to default to. That's nice to have like different areas, as well as multiple different areas. And given how that game works, it has a lot more potential for it since, you know, you see actual people there rather than NPCs. Oh, we're out of sigils already? Okay, never mind. We don't have enough. Wait, why are we so low? What? We have enough. We're still gonna have enough to finish it. Why is this so low right now, though? All right, that's fine. Because we're getting another Valraven, we get that, boom, 60,000. We got it all tomorrow. But dang it, we're not getting. Wait, why? Yeah, why is this so low? Tier 4. We don't have to tier 5 this, right? I don't think we do. Wait, do we have to tier 5 to do full rush? I guess so. Wait, hold up. I don't know, find out tomorrow. If we need it, we need it. We'll go take it. Because those 6 would be enough to finish right now. Yeah, I think I was tier 5ing in the past. I don't know, is this enough then? Let's assume we get 2 Valravens. 8. We'd have to go to 6,000, 6,048. Yeah, it is a little short. Okay, I do actually need the other tier. Oh no. But yeah, I forgot. If you do full rush, you can do tier 4 if you don't do the... Or if you only do the first section, or if you do it the other way around, but you can't do it for the whole way. So yeah, we'll go get the extra tier. Why not? Alright, bounty hunter time. Doesn't mean I wasted a blue orb, but that's fine. But I forgot. If you're rushing the whole time, you do need tier 5, not tier 4. You can get away with tier 4, but you can't do rush method the entire time if you do tier 4. Oh no, did we need it? Oh no. We probably didn't, because the Valraven coming in there probably still would have been enough. It's hard to tell. Because we're likely getting double Valraven, and that would have been enough. But oh well, better have too much than not enough. Whatever gets us there. Nothing else, at least that's one less thing we'll need to do tomorrow, because with these sigils, we won't need to do it tomorrow. Also, hello, Tangy! Hello, Imperial! Welcome, welcome. If nothing else, this clears up more time tomorrow, because I think tomorrow's going to be a little bit of a shorter stream. Not because there's less stuff to necessarily cover, because of course we're doing the weekly reset thing and all that, and finish whatever up for the week, but it's mostly because I wanted to get some rest before we go do the 3 a.m. stream. If we stream too long, that won't leave much time. Because our normal stream time ends at, what, 9 my time? So that would be, like, 5 hours to sleep. Which is pretty much the game plan. So tomorrow night's stream might end a little bit early. It's because it's going to probably be more of like a weekly summary stream than necessarily a, everything we normally do. Though I still want to clear out everything that we would normally need to do. But we probably won't do, like, anything extra tomorrow night. Like Vault Keys or anything like that. And Underspire should pretty much almost be wrapped up today. Except for maybe some dead-end rooms. 5 hours of sleep is sufficient. I don't know, my sleep schedule is definitely very variable. I get everything from like 2 to 3 hours to like almost 13 hours. Depends on the day. Hello, Logic Slayer! Welcome, welcome. Hello, Trud. Welcome, welcome. Trud? Oh! Oh, I definitely need new glasses then. That's funny. That was just dyslexia, one or the other. But, yeah, it reversed the 2 letters. I definitely read that as Trud. Actually, this is the year I normally get new glasses. I'm not sure why. I did it, like, unintentionally one year. But for whatever reason, every election year in the United States, I get new glasses, and I haven't yet this year. Just because I had so many other medical things this year that I just didn't bother yet. But this is the year I normally get new glasses. I normally do it every 4 year. Oddly enough, an election year. I kind of did it initially because I noticed, like, the last, like, time or two, it was like, oh yeah, I did election year the last few years. Or, you know, not a few years, but the last few times. It's like, okay, I guess I'll do it again this time. It seems to always fall that way. It's a good indicator of when I need new glasses. Alright, well, Bounty Hunter fully completed. We don't need to do any tomorrow. Perfect. But yeah, if we would have gotten double Valraven yesterday, I mean tomorrow, that would have been enough to complete it, but we'll complete it now. Just so we don't have to do it tonight. It costs us a little bit extra resources, but that's fine. Was it worth it? No. We got an orange orb, an orange orb, and an orange orb. Gosh. I do want to open the 2 vault keys just to see how bad the loot was this week, though. Oh, so hello, Isabel. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, I think this is one of the few times where we actually lost value on Bounty Hunter. Really makes you think if it's worth actually doing as a game mode anymore. It is pretty quick these days, though. But yeah, unless we get something good from this last vault key, we have lost value on this Bounty Hunter. We'll also taking about an hour to complete it. Actually, a little less than an hour, but almost an hour. Yep, we lost value. Boo. Doesn't happen too often, but it is unfortunate. Spend an hour doing a game mode that's supposed to help you give you loot, and you come around with less loot than what you started with. I don't know, we could start considering just doing bare minimum for Bounty Hunter going forward. The only problem with that is one of the value things that you get from upgrading it is a maxed out troop. But as kingdoms are starting to reach their max capacity right now, that's becoming less relevant. Unless they're going to be adding some kind of new upgrade system beyond that. I would say 2/3 of the appeal for maxing out a Bounty Hunter right now, aka the troop itself, other than maximizing on points, is more so to max out the troop itself so you have it for kingdom upgrades. Otherwise, you'll need to do it at a later point, which can sometimes be more costly than just doing it during the event. Not necessarily because they're rares, but I guess with some other things you can be. But yeah, rares are pretty easy to get now that I think about it. I don't know. I know that's the main thing that initially when I was considering not spending gems on Bounty Hunter, I was like, but what about the max troops? And I think that's still basically the case of why I would still do it. Like, yeah, you're probably wasting a couple hundred gems every time you do it. Unless you get really lucky on the drops these days. But the value is also in having the troop immediately max and not having to do it later. There's a lot of value in that isn't quantifiable. At least assuming the kingdom needs the upgrade. You get extra tribute rewards, you might get extra stat, you might get whatever else from having that Bounty Hunter troop max. Which can result in more gems. Not as much as you would have spent into it, but you know. Still more gems. Even if it only yields a few over that time. I said, hello, Sushi Ninja! Welcome, welcome. And as Isabel mentioned, definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. If you guys have anything you want me to go over, do let me know. Because today and tomorrow are going to be pretty chill. And tomorrow we're probably going to try to do pretty quickly. Sure, just wrap up everything, go over all the weekly stuff, and then head straight to bed so we can go start streaming at 3 a.m. And go to the PvP patch. Right, we're all done here. Set it up for next time. Alright, so PvP EXP thingy done. I guess I'll do these during... Oh, I just realized they haven't fixed... Wait, I can't believe that. They still haven't fixed the PvP glitch in EXP glitch, have they? I might want to do these... I don't want to do them today, though. What do we do about these EXP boosters? Because what I was going to say is I'll use them during PvP, but there's a problem with that. PvP still gives you 3 XP per fight. And somehow we've been like 3 patches in now with no change to that. For reasons I do not know. Oh good, the guild finished out the event. Nice, thank you guild. Look at this. This event reward gave me more loot than the entirety of Bounty Hunter. In one single drop. Amazing. Alright. Game plan. We need to go and clear our Underspire, but first let's go clear our dungeon. Top 3? Top 3? Aw, boo. Boo. Yay. Okay, there we go. Unfortunate. That happens. We will eventually get the top 3 again. Actually, I can't go complain. We got it like... Didn't we just get it like 5 days ago or something? Got it pretty recently. You're getting full XP in Central Spire? I don't know, I can go check again. I know whenever I have the metal thingies upgraded, I never get XP. But for whatever reason, I've been getting no XP even when doing like a normal fight. Hey, we gotta go do those fights. I don't know, I can go see real quick. Let's see, do we get EXP or not? Alright, we do get XP, okay. Now let's test the other thing though. Because the main issue that's been happening is if we go for double Valhawk buff, which I need to go grab real quick. If we go for that and then go do Central Spire, we're going to magically not get XP for some reason. But no, that would actually work out then, if that does work for us. Because if we, with no buff, get Central Spire to work, to actually give us XP, then yeah, we can just do it there then. Because we're going to be doing a lot of Central Spire, unless we get a good Blood Frenzy location. We're going to do a lot of Central Spire on Monday, and or Tuesday, and or until we have 180,000 PvP points. It's just going to be the easiest place to maximize on the VP talismans. Because doing them on Blood Frenzy doesn't give you any extra VP. It gives you a plus 100%. It doesn't actually double it. I think it says double, but it doesn't actually mean double. It functions as a plus 100%, which is intended. It's just the wording's weird on it because it says double, but it has never been double at any point. Even when it first came out, they mentioned it as just being 100% extra. But the VP token it says doubles VP, but it doesn't actually double your VP. It's very confusing why that's still the tooltip for it. Because that is never what it has done, ever. It simply gives you an extra 100%, which if you have no Blood Frenzy means you're doubling it. But if you do have Blood Frenzy, it is not doubling your amount of VP. Maybe the base amount of VP, but it's not doubling like the Blood Frenzy amount. Alright, so let's go see. Do we magically start getting 3 XP in Central Spire now? Because last I recall, this still only gives 3 XP. Maybe they did fix it. So last I saw it, I believe it still was 3 XP. I don't know, we'll go check. Maybe the hot fixed it all of a sudden. Nope, 3 XP. Still only 3 XP. Why? It is still only 3. Obviously because these little talisman thingies, but... yeah, I was gotta make sure if we do try doing it later, we do at least one test fight, and make sure, we don't have the talismans active. Or not talismans, whatever you call these, the monoliths. Yeah, having a monolith active still seems to lower you down to 3 XP. Which is really unfortunate, and I have no clue how they haven't fixed it after 3 patches now. What's weird is one patch note said they fixed it, so I wonder if they think it's fixed already. And they don't play the game enough to know that it's not fixed. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't feel like it would have gone 3 patches deep. But it tends to only be when you have the monolith upgraded, though. People said it has to be like 3 or higher, but you would always get them to 5 regardless. There's actually no point really in doing a partial monolith. Like, you could if you're doing it for the bonuses, but you're normally doing it for the victory talismans more than the bonus. Like, the bonus is helpful, but not so much when you're getting 3 XP per fight instead of the full amount. If anything, they're more of a negative. I wonder what level we'd be if we were actually getting full XP from PvP all this time. Because that's one of the reasons we've been leveling up so much slower this year. Is this year's had a lot of PvP updates, and for almost all of them, you only got 3 XP per battle during PvP. Which is not ideal. Alright, let's go take out Central Thingy. This should be pretty straightforward. Though we will see some stronger teams here, of course, since anyone can use anything. No, that ultimately doesn't change much. Still the same overall strategy. I have no clue why I left that 5 times there. I saw it there after the fact, but I was like, I already clicked the button. I feel like that's always the case. Like, the second you click it, it's the exact moment you notice it. It's weird because whenever I look up the footage after the fact, it's like really obviously there. But like in the moment, you don't see it at all. Hello, Lester. Welcome, welcome. Alright, that reminds me. We need to go get our gold mark fights. Also, I still haven't determined if we're leaving Dark Alliance or not. Ideally, our plan is leave Dark Alliance immediately. Go and farm with 40% extra stats as quickly as possible. Then go back to Dark Alliance. My only... Oh, gosh, I misclicked that. My only issue with that is I'm not sure if exactly after reset time, if their system is going to be working correctly. Though even if it's not, they'll probably do some kind of support ticket thing for it. But if they do that, then the amount of compensation they'll give for it will be nowhere near the amount of value lost. So I'm not sure. Hello, Gurdralis. Welcome, welcome. How have things been? Pretty good. Finally crafted Stellarix by passing Diamantina? Nice, huge. Yeah, I would say in current state of game, Stellarix is way better. There was a time before Stellarix buff, when Stellarix first came out, where if you like weren't done with Diamantina, it was still fine to go finish it. But yeah, in current state of game, yeah, Stellarix is insane. They really crazy buffed it when they did it. They have been making mentions of potentially toning it in Wand down, though. Just because of how much of a absurd meta they've formed at this point. But they have yet to do such a thing. The only thing they've done is made it so you can't see them in PvP at the moment. So any enemy that's using Wand or Stellarix, the Stellarix is replaced with Diamantina, and the Wand is replaced with Prismatic Orb. So if you've seen an uptick in Prismatic Orb usage, it is because they've all been replaced with Wand. Or, you know, they all replaced Wand, I mean. Lester. How many 69 games are there? I feel like every day you mention a new 69 game. Unless you're just making up titles of games. Alright, we did that. I do still need to get the 3 Valhawks, though. Which, I guess we'll go for. Why not? Mortals, you're not coming out till Monday. Burning Chest, you're not coming out till Monday. PP season, you're not coming out till Monday. Or exactly 1 day, 6 hours, and 29 minutes. Okay. Alright, let's just farm some Central, then. Central it is. There are legit games on Steam. Oh, gosh. Oh, yeah. Stellarix is really good for Explore 12. I've been doing really little Explore 12 lately. But doesn't Stellarix 2-shot it? It definitely 3-shots it. I know it doesn't 1-shot it yet. Yeah. Give us some more magic. But I know for sure I'm pretty sure 2-shots it. As long as you don't have spell reduction or any other similar gimmick. We haven't gotten a Valhawk yet, right? I want to double check where we're at. Okay, well, you did get one. Where'd that one come from? It's been peeking at chat. When on earth did we kill Valraven? Or Valhawk, whatever they're called. Same difference. After this, pretty sure our goal is to finish out Underspire. Underspire is okay this week. Could be better, could be worse. We are starting to get deep enough where it's starting to get to the annoying category, though. It almost makes me want to go for the tier 4 sections. Like, you know, the 50 gem per day thing for it. There's two reasons I don't want to do that, though. Is one, it reduces the chance that we're going to go get the Guardian troops, which we just need 2 more of at this point. And the other reason is we don't get double gold mark. And that's like the one you need the most out of any of them. Like, double silvers are nice. But having all the double silvers in the world doesn't help you get the 3rd level on stuff. Like Mythics, Legends, and such. Because as of currently, there's no way to upgrade the bronzes to silver, the silvers to gold. If there was, then that'd be a different story. Like if you convert like 3 of them into the one above, or however they would make it. Probably 4, knowing them. You would need like 4 curse runes and some kind of new currency in order to upgrade them. Which at that point it would barely be worth it unless you've upgraded like every mythic and legend to like, what do you call it? To like their 2nd silver rarity or something. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. I mentioned that about Phoenicia a lot back in the day. Back when we used to use her. I say that as if that's a long time ago. It was as early as like a couple years ago. Before we started getting all the dragons. But, yeah, we always mention that Phoenicia is just like 1 good mythic away from never being used again. Then we got 2 of them. Not only Diamantina, but then Stellarix. Like, even Diamantina basically made it so you didn't use Phoenicia anymore. Then Stellarix came around, and now Phoenicia looks like a bad troop. Because she always had a really bad final trait. The only thing she had going for her for the longest time was her full AoE damage was the highest in the game for physical damage. But then something higher came. Then something absurdly higher came. And then she was never used again. Because that type of troop is always going to be strong. Whatever it is, doesn't matter what troop it is. Stellarix just happens to be it now. But whatever that troop is, the strongest full AoE in the game, will always have some use case. It's just right now the strongest one is absurdly stronger. Which has made basically everything but Stellarix quite a bit weaker. Because teams will carry Submerge more often to try to hard counter it. But because of that, every common AoE troop is going to be weaker. Since they also have to deal with Submerge, but don't have the damage of Stellarix. Alright, there we go. All of our Valhawks should be achieved. Let me just double check. Good to go. Perfect. Alright, final thing we need to go wrap up. And if we have some time, we'll probably go do some Volkies. We did all that, did all that, did all that. So the only thing left to conclude this week is Underspire. And we got 27 torches. So we'll keep going until we hit 0. Might even keep going beyond that if we have some time to go do some Volkies. I want to finish up as much as we can before tomorrow night. So tomorrow night can mostly be just a little preview thingy. And then Monday morning will be when we truly start tomorrow's stream. So tomorrow night will be a little bit shorter. Just so I can rest up for the big 8.0. Because I want to be up at least like a half an hour beforehand. And I'll probably be streaming it until... I have no clue how long. Could be a couple hours, could be all the way till noon, could be a 12-hour stream. I don't know yet. Although the longer the stream goes, the only problem with it is I probably won't be covering the Monday video on Monday. Or if I do, it's like absurdly late on Monday. Because the longer the stream goes, the more likely we won't be covering the weekly video in a timely manner. I'll also have one gigantic mega stream. Also, I would love if this thing could get... Thank you. Could get unwebbed so it can go win. There we go. Perfect timing. You wonder what the next troop is that will replace Stellarix? Oh gosh, I couldn't even imagine. Apparently it's not the Immortals though. The Immortals are pretty underwhelming. They're going to be really good for newer players progressing through the game. As now newer players have access to a billion different damage sources, so I will probably reference them very often on low rarity teams, as I probably will consider them low rarity. Unless I'm missing something that's happening with next patch, they should be absurdly low rarity. Like first week, first month of playing game, obtaining all of them kind of rarity. Unless there's some kind of mechanic we're not aware of. But if you only need 10 immortal souls for each, that is so free. Even if you don't buy the Kingdom Pass, or whatever it's called, the PvP Pass, Season Pass, whatever pass they're calling the pass these days. There's too many passes. But yeah, the only immortal that was really made any good was Ossifer. The other 9 are really, really average. I shouldn't even say the other 9. There's like 2 to 4 of them that are like absurdly abysmal. I'm not sure why they made them so weak. Like there are common stronger DPS wise than them, due to the fact that they can hit 3 for like 30 mana cost, or 26 when fully maxed. That's the saddest part too. When they're fully maxed, there are 2 of them that can hit 3 damage for 26 mana cost when fully maxed. It's generally not going to happen. But the fact that it can happen is hilariously weak. Like, obviously you're not going to be hitting 3 ever, barely ever. But, you know, you can still hit it like a single-digit number or a low double-digit number. Which is very, very weak for something like almost mythic category. And then there's other ones that do like full AoE true damage, heavy splash true damage, multiple times, and other things like that. And those are a lot more usable. Situational compared to like Tesla and such. It's still really good, especially if you lack Tesla or other similar options. One thing I also find weird is all the immortals are true damage based. We didn't get a single physical damage immortal. They're all true damage based, and they all have, of course, the invulnerable trait as their second trait. True damage, of course, isn't bad. But sometimes having higher physical damage is better than having true damage. It really depends on team composition. It's more often than not, if you can help it, you want to put true damagers with true damagers and physical damage with physical damagers. You generally don't want to mix the two. There are exceptions to that, but you normally don't want to mix them together. Takshaka is like one of those exceptions, just because it's normally just trying to finish out whatever's left. So you full AoE out everything else, and then it single target true damages whatever's remaining. So you don't feel it as much with Takshaka. But there's definitely instances where you'd want to avoid it. For example, Tesla. Tesla needs as much armor on the opposing team as well as your own team as possible. So when you're doing damage, you want to be doing true damage always, never physical damage. Otherwise, you're just completely defeating the point of having Tesla on a team. Because you're never going to build a Tesla team that's like a physical damager into a Tesla cast. Or even vice versa. Like, even if you Tesla cast it and, you know, do a follow-up, you would never want to do a physical damage follow-up on it. Because they still have all their armor. Oh, 2 mana short, unfortunate. Oh, this is that one fight that could devour us, too. That's kind of scary. Anytime a trip like that has a small devour rate, it's not ideal. Because it's very uncommon, but they do eventually get it. We have seen it many a time. Now, we're in the middle of nowhere, so I'm not quite sure where we need to go for door. I kind of want to go up or left. Yeah, I feel like up here. We're going to go up. Because the other ones, both of the other two sides are obviously going to dead end to some degree. They have to. Based on the fact that they have double path. So it's physically impossible for them not to dead end. At least partially. So we'll go this way first. Ooh, it survived. Oh yeah, what did they rework your ability to? Steal life from an enemy, explode all angel gems. Oh yeah, I forgot. They nerf buffed you. I remember when she was the best troop in the game. Before she got buffed, or buff nerfed, or whatever they did with her recently. which I think was overall definitively a buff, but not enough to make her viable at all in any way. She was the most viable troop in the game back in 2014 for a couple months. Technically 2014 going into 2015. And she was unchanged for like 9 years until they finally did a change to her. But that change didn't make her any relevant. It's just kind of funny when troops get completely unchanged forever. But yet in their unchanged state were still at one point the strongest troop in the game. Like Dragon Soul, which used to have a worse trait than what it has now, used to be the strongest troop in the game at one point. You used to do that plus Crystyrix or whatever it's called, that one green blue dragon from Silverglade. Around the time Silverglade came out, that was like the entire meta. Dragon Soul into that one Silverglade dragon. And it had resummon, it had board control. Didn't have as much mana accumulation, that was generally its biggest issue. But it had basically everything else you needed. Like obviously Dragon Soul could mana accumulate, but it took a little bit of startup. Because that was around the time that Leprechaun came out. That was the start of the Leprechaun Renaissance. Which of course got killed by Takshaka this year. Also, I still don't have the Takshaka pet, by the way. We've gotten very unlucky in never getting it. So it took us like over a year to get the Infernus pet, and it still hasn't been a year yet, so... We're still technically unluckier on Infernus imp thing. Though since then, I've gotten it like 4 times. So go figure. Like the second... I mentioned that too. The second we finally get it is the time we'll finally keep getting it. And that's exactly what's happened. We've had it 4 times now. Within like a year, and it took us a little over a year to even get the first one. I hope that doesn't happen with Takshaka, though. Because you actually kind of do need the pet. It's not that big a deal. You know, 2 to all stats. They add up. Given how his damage works, he has like double magic plus double hit. We got it at least 2 times while I was sleeping. Oh no. Yeah, I know for sure we've gotten it before. I'm just never around when it happens. I wish the pet system would be tweaked in various ways, and that's one of them. I wish you could choose one pet that occurred while you were away. And then claim it. Even if it's just like 1 copy. Just to do battles for. Even if it still makes you do like double the amount of battles or harder battles. Like if you miss 5 pets since you were last gone that your guild got, you get to choose like 1 of them to go do a battle with. So I feel like the biggest change that they really need to make that would really encourage everyone to start engaging, and it's literally the only change you have to make. As much as I would love to have like pets in Soulforge and other similar things like that, and maybe more uses for pet food, the one thing they absolutely must do for pets in some way, shape, or form is make it either guaranteed or more probable that the person who triggers the pet, specifically the one who triggers the pet battle, gets a pet that they currently do not have maxed. Because that would fix so many issues with the current maxing right now, and would encourage people to actually be the person who triggers the pet battle. Because right now, you actually get the least loot out of anyone if you're the one who triggers it. But if they made it so it was one that you almost, or most of the time made it so, or because they're definitely not going to make it all the time, I don't think. But if they made it so it had a much higher chance to be one that you don't currently have maxed, then there'd be a really big incentive system to be the one who does it. Since you know for sure that, well, not for sure. It depends how they make the system, but you know that you'll have a higher chance of getting the one you actually need. Because right now it's just completely random, and as they keep adding more and more and more to the game, it's just becoming increasingly clustered. They've been adding them for 6 years now, and the system could barely even support it by year 2. And we're 6 years in now. So it's definitely in need of an update. There's a couple things they could do. They could make it so whoever triggers it has a guaranteed or very high chance of getting the pet they need. They could make it so you have 1 pet per week per color in Soulforge that you can craft. You can make it so that pets are in Soulforge to craft based on what kingdom it is. So if it's Broken Spire, it's Broken Spire pet, so on and so forth. Like stuff like that. I don't know, we'll see what they do. Time will tell. Oh, come on. I was at least wanting to take that for the dead end room. I probably shouldn't be taking too many dead end rooms right now. I'm not even sure why I went for that. Though there was a chance. This is right next to a boss room. You never know. Could get lucky. Is that snacks you hear? Yeah, I've still been nibbling on them. They're just so good. It's the first time I've had them in a year, so they taste like extra good. Yeah, I've still been snacking on the nerd ball things, whatever they're called. The gummy clusters. Because Nerds was probably always in like my top 10 candies. And then they added, you know, like a gummy core to it. And I always liked gummy related foods, and it's like, oh, this is perfect. But it's the first time I'm having them in like almost a year and a half. Same year that I didn't have any soda, I also didn't have any of them. Not like they were also in the restriction, but I just happened to have not eaten them in that time. So hello, Outlander. Welcome, welcome. Why did I forget this thing exists? Flame Rhinax. Huh. Weird. I know the normal Rhinax. Forgot we got a flame version that does nothing. Probably because it's a flame version that does nothing. Like, this is an issue that a lot of newer troops have. They're so forgettable in their ability and traits combination. Like, look at this. This is just look at its traits. It is nothing, immune to burn, and immune to poison. So 3 immunities technically, and a nothing. And the only thing it has for ability is light splash, not even full splash. So 25% chance, 25% damage to adjacents, while creating 3 burning gems, which is not enough to land an extra turn. It's not even enough to fully burn an enemy team. Even if you landed all 3 of them. Yeah, the boss room. Let's go head to the final section. We'll be able to get to the door and a little bit further than that. I'm actually going to cast because you're going to get full mana anyway, so there's no point in doing Firebomb. Now we do Firebomb. And now they're dead. Alright, final section time. Let's see what we can get. Open sesame. We'll have enough to get to the door and start peeking at a path. And then we'll finish out tomorrow. Should have plenty enough torches. I don't think we need to buy any extra today. It is technically possible to fail tomorrow if we get max unluckiness. But that is very, very, very exceedingly unlikely. And if we see a lot of winding paths, maybe we'll buy an extra tier today. But it looks pretty normal path-wise. Like, this is already a good sign, a straight line. As long as the path doesn't diverge much here, 100% we get it within our torches tomorrow. Even if we full scout the place on accident. I guess we could factor in losing, but this team can lose. But it has some really good sustain with this weapon, Especially since we're using barrier on Brown hero class. It shouldn't really ever die. I guess there's that Lesher or Lashy, whatever he's called. That might be a little bit annoying on the Diamantina fight, but realistically, he shouldn't kill us. And of course, there's Diamantina itself, which we don't have any good way of targeting directly. If I'm not mistaken, Diamantina doesn't have spell reduction. The Gem Dragons only have score reduction. It's only the Celestial Dragons that get that really big spell reduction, while also still having some score reduction. It's one thing that made them even stronger, too, was the fact that they're actually a mixed tank. You already have absurd damage and have both score reduction and spell reduction. Their spell reduction is not even small. 55% is pretty massive. That on paper is more than Tina 9000, which is the current best spell tank in the game. Though even though there's 55% and 75% spell reduction in the game, the main reason Tina 9000 is normally the best is due to its armor gain. All the other ones have a really high spell reduction, don't actually gain any HP or armor. Whereas Tina 9000 does a huge amount of damage while also gaining amount of armor. The weirdest part is the amount of armor it gains is the amount of armor a normal buff troop would just give as its entire ability. Yet it does it for free on top of an already decent true damage ability. Hey! That's the other reason I'm not too concerned about the final fight. Look who he summoned. I only have one of all the Celestial Dragons, but look, he got a buddy finally. This might be the one and only time we ever run a team with 2 of the same Celestial Dragon on it, since we only own 1 of each, and I don't plan on ever opening anymore until we get the 3rd set of Dragon Eggs. Hey, look at that. We got 2 Celestial Dragon with the same one. It feels weird because I've never actually done it before. I think this is the first time I've ever had 2 Celestial Dragons on the same team, since we only got 1 of each. And I want to keep it that way. Yeah, that's one way of doing it. And that's also why I mentioned earlier why you probably want to do this on your low rarity team. Because this thing can summon everything, and that includes the Mythic and the Legends. And of course that applies everywhere, not just here, of course. Which is, this place has some pretty good Legends and Mythics. Particularly Mythic. Particularly Mythics. Though some of it's kind of awful. Hey, you'll eventually summon the right one. And of course it helps when things start dying to have a resummon there as backup. Not like this guy's gonna die anytime soon, but obviously on a weaker team you would not have him there. Also, my original plan wasn't to run him all the way. I was going to run the insta-kill. Also, what on earth is this path? It's just a straight line upwards. We made a T shape. Look at that. Just one big T tower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, which way is higher level? Oh, interesting. Wait, that means there's one less path. Okay, yeah, we definitely don't need to buy an extra torch today. One way that this is dead ending is already on our correct path. So we're going to have to come here anyways. There's not even an extra room we had to do. It seems like a pretty free path this time. Oh no, we got a tarot card. Wait, your extra turn chance is high. What do you do? Why are you only 1 magic? Give 1 magic to an ally. There's a 7% chance to gain extra turn for... Why? Why is this so bad? At least it gives 1 magic to all allies when you gain an extra turn, but why is that a thing? Alright, so you have 66 magic. 67. It did what it said it would do. But I'm even more confused by it doing so. It did exactly what it said it would do. But that makes it make less sense. This thing's actual ability is give 1 magic to an ally. Not 1 boosted by something or some other shenanigan. Just 1. Just 1 singular magic. Nothing else, just a singular magic. No fact, no gem, no anything. Just 1 singular magic. We mentioned that back in the day too, but I think that's the first time I've ever casted Wand. I mentioned that obviously when Wand first came out, and before it came out. But the fact that that's still a thing is so insane. Like, I know you're generally not supposed to use the tarot cards on your team, even though some of them actually are viable. But that's just a new breed of confusion. I guess they don't really want to make any of them the entire meta, but that's a little low. Even for bad troop standards. I guess we'll go left. Do I even have a way to go back down? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we'll take it. Why not? Oh, we'll use every last torch and... do we have enough time? Yeah, we do have some time to run some Volkies. Okay. In like 10 or 20. Last time we ran a small amount earlier, we got silver on the very first one. If we get something good, we will hand out an extra code. Though we will be saving quite a bit of codes for not tomorrow night stream, but Monday morning stream when we do it at 3 a.m. We might do a code like every 2 or 3 hours. Probably every 2 hours or so. On top of whatever else we're also going to hand out. So we might hand out a ton. I say only one every 2 hours. It might be handing out way more than that. We'll see. Celebrating 8.0 until we crash from exhaustion. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Out of all the patches we've had in a while, this one I'm actually looking forward to quite a bit more. Like, out of every PvP patch, it's probably the one I'm looking the most forward to. That and whatever they do to Guild Wars. Though I will only look forward to the Guild War one if they actually do something good with Guild War. There's a chance they make Guild War worse than it was. Also, unfortunately, I don't think our guild is going to be winning Guild War like we did the very first Guild War in the history of Guild Wars. How about using Ogress instead of Firebomb? Ogress is a lot more mana accumulation. However, the problem with Ogress is it doesn't start with full mana. But yes, Ogress is a way better mana accumulator. I'm kind of using my, my, whatever this is, the Fire God's Heart as my, I can't remember words. Ogress. I'm basically using this as my Ogress with Resummon. And then just using Firebomb as my Leprechaun budget troop. Since, of course, we can't use Leprechaun. Or you're just using it as our quick mana Empower. But no, this weapon's pretty comparable as far as how much mana it gives. Both of these I feel like are a dead end. But we're in too deep to back down now. Oh, that thing's gonna resummon. Never mind. We got our damage poking. And that's all of our torches. Did I buy all we needed? Yep. Alright. And we're good to go for tomorrow. There's no way we don't clear this place with 21 torches. Or sorry, 22 torches, I mean, because we had 7 and then we could buy up to 15. Plus we're lanterning one of them, so technically we only need 21, assuming we, well, technically we have 23, I mean. So, yep, that will be way more than enough. Alright, perfect. Alright, final thing to go end it out with, I guess, is, let's go open some Volkies. Do like 10 or 20 right now. Not in a rush to get these done, but we still got another 200 that we need to do before next Vault Weekend. So of course, we just had Vault Weekend, so we still got a ways to go. Because last weekend was Vault Weekend, so another 3 weeks. You know, if we chip at it here and there. At 3 weeks, 10 a day would do all of them. If we get something good, we'll hand out a code. I'm probably just going to open 10 for now. But tomorrow night, we'll go over all the weekly spoilers for the week. go over and finish whatever little scraps we still have to finish, like whatever's left with Underspire and stuff like that. And then Monday morning, right at reset. Really looking forward to it. The big 8.0. Technically we're in it now, but you know, the true 8.0 begins. And our game plan is to grind all the way to 180k in a very, very quick manner. Where's the code? Wait, did I not hand out a code yet today? Wait, did I not give a code yet? I thought I did. Alright, let me scroll back up. Wait, did we no code today? Oh wait, I haven't handed out a code yet. Never mind. Wait, I haven't even handed out tonight's code. Wait. I thought I did earlier, which is why I didn't bother. Oh, okay. Wait, hold up. I could have sworn I did. But yeah, I just scrolled back up. I didn't yet, did I? There you guys go. Enjoy. My bad. Here you guys go. There it is. Boom. Whoops. I don't know. All the days are blending together. Also, we won't have a midday stream tomorrow, by the way. I think I mentioned that already. I want to rest up for the big 3.0 or 8.0 stream at 3 a.m. Come on, something good? Nope, just major disappointment. From the major orb. Yeah, no problem for the code, everyone. Enjoy. And we'll open these last 3 keys then. We'll keep chipping at them here and there. So, once the PvP season starts, we're not going to be doing anything pretty much until we hit 180k PvP. No! We got the gnome we needed, but as troop form instead of the Palooza. Or the verse, whatever you want to call it. A little unfortunate there. Alright, final key. Can we get anything? We get nothing. In all fairness, that's not bad necessarily, but not what we're looking for. Anyways, guys, we will be back tomorrow night. Same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow night will be... I don't know. It might be normal life. Might be a little bit shorter. I'm not sure. But whatever it is, the following morning, we will be starting up. And, yeah, we pretty much won't stop until we get 180k. We're not going to do it all in one session, obviously. But the game plan is to try to grind it out within like 3 days if we can. We might try to spread it a little bit across the week. If it seems like it's going to be too much to try to do. But I might just power grind and try to get it done in like 2 days, 3 days. You have 11 weeks to finish it. So you have 77 days. However, I kind of want to finish it within the first few days. At most the first week. So that we can go and show everything. Get all the new stuff. And have them upgraded to a decent degree. Because I want to try getting all of them to level 7 if I can, initially. And then from there, go from there later down the line. But the initial plan is to try to get all of them to level 7-ish or so. How far we can actually get with how many burning marks we get is to be determined. They're pretty random. And from what I can tell, you can't really focus them. Yeah, 180k is pretty low. I don't mind it, though. It's a lot lower than I thought it was going to be. Like, I was thinking it was going to be like 250k at the lowest. And it's possibly as high as like 1 million or so, give or take. 180k is pretty low, but I'd rather it be too low than too high. Just so people that don't like PvP as much don't have as much of a grind. Because 180k over 11 weeks is 16,350. So basically 16,500. And you get some medals to do it. So if you're currently doing 15,000 or more, you'll easily hit it now. Like if you're already doing like about 15k a week. Which is about how much I normally do, give or take a little bit. So even our like bare minimum, like we did ultra bare minimum this week. I didn't do any extra fighting. I basically just did all the dailies, the Valhawks, all that. And we're at 13,531. Alright, that reminds me, I never did claim the gold marks from PvP, did I? Wait, did we have any gold marks to claim? Yeah, didn't we have 2 sections I could claim gold marks from today? No. Where are they? Wait, what? I'm confused now. Yesterday was Friday. Is this the second time in a row we weren't able to do it? Or did I just not do them? I'm under Merfolk right here and it doesn't have it. The silver mark. Did I not do the central thingy again? Or did it just glitch out for me again? Because I could have sworn the other week too when this happened. Or maybe I just already claimed them and I didn't even realize it. Which might have been the case. Yeah, I'm not seeing them on the thingy. Naga doesn't have any. The other one has silver. Yeah, today was 2 locations, yeah. Oh no, I guess I already did it, or I don't know. Whatever it is, I don't have them, so whatever it is, they're not there. So we either did them, they didn't appear, we didn't do them yesterday, I have no clue. I feel like the same thing happened last week, but I could have sworn I did the thing to trigger them last week, so I don't know. Whatever it is doesn't matter too much. It's a little bit of gold marks. Did I get ready to do the PvP? Yes, if you forget to do PvP, they don't show up. But did I'm almost guarantee I did it last night. I don't know, I'd have to check the footage, but it's not that big a deal regardless. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Thank you so much for stopping by, and yeah, I'll be back tomorrow night. And we'll go from there. Goodbye, everyone, and thanks for watching.